I invite the Right Honourable John Key, Prime Minister of New Zealand, to give the reading.
Letter from Sapper MacManus to the widow of Sergeant Sam Vernon, New Zealand Tunnelling Company, who was killed in an arrest 21 June 1916. Dear Madam, I extend to you my deepest sympathy in the sad loss sustained in the death of your husband, Sergeant Vernon. I attended his funeral this afternoon and paid my last respects to him. He was the sergeant of the relief I am attached to. He won the respect of all because he was a man of iron nerve, well fitted to hold his position. He was a tireless worker in the interests of the Army. His knowledge of mining was incalculable benefit to the engineer Tunnelling Company. He was a man of such varied experience and cool judgment that he inspired feelings of confidence and respect. If there were any possibility of adding to the comfort or convenience of the men under his control, his time was always generously at our disposal. Only a fortnight ago, when an enemy mine explosion buried some of our infantry, he toiled hard in the work of rescue. Well do I remember the morning following that explosion. He came over and pointed out that 2 men who were still alive were buried. As far as he could judge, the infantry officers deemed it inadvisable to dig them out in the daytime because they were exposed to fire. They may be dead if we leave them until night time, he said. So we will dig them out now. Will any volunteer to help me? Sapper Galloway and I volunteered. This action of Sergeant Vernon so inspired an infantry officer to action that after we were working half an hour, he ordered his men to continue the work. Your husband replied, I am not needed with my men as they know their work, so I will stay and help you. He remained in the work of rescue until the men were rescued. These men owe their lives to the stimulating example of your husband, who ever and always faced risks and dangers fearlessly in the execution of his duty. I am proud to have been a sapper under his command because of the opportunities I have had of studying his character. I admired his geniality, his love of sport, and his utter reliability. Because of this, I feel better qualified than most to realise the great loss you have sustained. For he was indeed a man in every sense of the term. He was killed by shellfire when bravely doing his duty. He spoke not of his deeds because he was modest. We will miss him here and can realise only too well how you will feel his loss. I hope you will have the strength to bear the blow, for your husband died a noble death. Yours faithfully, Sapper MacManus, Number 4 Section, NZE Tunnelling Company, BE Forces, France.